Thank you, Ms. Jordan and Ms. Covington, for allowing us to continue. We're doing what we're doing. Thank you, Mr. York and Mr. Brotherton, for always keeping the clock for us, and all the fellow coaches for working with us so well. We can't go on without thanking Coach Carey and Coach Elmore, Coach Miller from the high school that always come down and work with us, and it's always good to see them walk through the door, their expertise. The JFMS staff, we've got some phenomenal teachers here, and it's always a pleasure to work with them, dealing with our student athletes. And Zeke's not here tonight, I don't see him, but I gotta say thank you, Zeke, wherever you are, and Bum, for all the work they do and the volunteer work that they do for us. And thank you, Coach Blandon. Appreciate it. And thank you to the families that provide us with these wrestlers. Many of you had no clue who we were or what you were letting your child get into. In a sport where on any given day they would be slammed on the floor again and again and again and again. And while that might not sound like a bad thing on some days, we understand the level of trust that you have in what we do here and what we're trying to teach on and off the mat. Thank you for running the concession stands. Thank you for bringing the snacks after weigh-ins. Thank you for washing their stinky laundry. And thank you for being our biggest fans. Now, if you didn't know by now, wrestling is populated by some different animals. They're just thankful tonight that they can eat without having to jump on a scale first. As a team, we drill over and over every day, and you've got to have faith that your teammate is going to work with you properly so that you don't get injured, that you're going to learn your skills properly. But when it's time for a match, you've got to step on that line by yourself, reach across and shake hands with your opponent, and it's one-on-one. Nobody's there to back you up if you make a mistake. There's nobody to pass the ball to, no cutoff man if the throw is too long for you to make by yourself. There's no getting a sub, no calling timeout. There's no one to blame if it doesn't work right. You have to be prepared when the referee blows the whistle to start the match. We finished our season this year with a record of 9-3, making us tied for second place in the conference. We outscored our opponents this season by a score of 797 to 362, which is kind of amazing. We scored more points this year, and we gave up fewer points this year than we did last year when we were conference champions. So that's a pretty good thing. More than that winning record is the fire that some of us got burning after our losses. We didn't hang our head and quit. Even our prelim guys, the guys who might not have been able to break into the starting lineup all season here, are tougher than a lot of school starters. A lot of these guys could start somewhere else and work just as hard every day to get better. Wrestlers, that preparation and hard work is something you're going to need the rest of your life. Here are 5 things that wrestling may have taught you this year to be ready. Number 5, win the battle off the whistle. Whether you're on top, bottom, or neutral, don't get caught waiting. Number 4, take more risks, score more points. Number 3, be the most intense person on the mat. Number 2, have fun. Don't blow things out of proportion. And number 1, don't ruin the best part of my day! Now to recognize the team. There are about 40 of us, so guys, I don't know if we'll all fit on the stage. If you want to try to line up in the front, I don't know. We'll see how it works. We're going to start with our ladies. They kept our score right. We're lucky here that we have some ladies that know how to take care of business and take care of us. We go to other places, and they're people keeping score. I don't know what's going on. Thank you, ladies. Natalie Herms, Sarah Richardson, and Lindsay Shook. Thank you, ladies. All right, if you'll hold your applause to the end, because it's a big list. Oh, that's true, and they make the team photo look a lot better, too. All right, here we go. Cooper Butts, Eric Christopher, Marcus Salino, Cody Clark, Dalton Davis, John Davis, Cameron Dellinger, Mateus Diaz, Jacob Ferris, Landon Ford, Connor Ferguson, Jacob Hatch, Richard Engel, Ethan Jarrett, Nicholas Johnston. Hang on. I said Nicholas Johnston, he gets his time too. Logan Lewis, Cameron Labrado, Noah Labrado, Dakota London, Fabian Meza, Robert Miller, Isaac Mitchell, Caleb Parton, Caleb Peschel, Robbie Rattay, Ethan Roney, Josh Riggs, Jake Sick, hang on, Jake Santoli, Zach Schuford, Corey Singer, see I know how what your name is, Corey, Brandon Sturgill, Travis T, Dawson Turner, Devin Van Horn, David Weaver, Brandon Morton, AJ Wingate, Connor Wynn, Brian Wright, and Jamie Wright. Yeah, slide them down here. Everybody needs to get one. Y'all can come up from that side. It's okay. You right there? All right. 2014-2015 Jaguar Wrestling, right there. Now, wrestling's an individual team sport, and sometimes it's kind of hard to pick, to give out awards. But here we go. We try to do the best we can. We actually email these in right after the season's over, so we don't have to, things don't get cloudy, and we take care of it. But here we go. The 7th grade most outstanding wrestler is Landon Fuller. For 8th grade most outstanding wrestler, I actually had a tie. We couldn't decide here, so we actually had to pick 2. These guys did a good job for us, just like Landon did. Super job, fellas. 8th grade most outstanding wrestler, Robbie Rattay and Josh Riggs. And our last award, we call it a leadership award for a fellow who stepped up and has done a good job. I like watching him work with some of the new guys that didn't know a whole lot. It was neat to be able to give them a drill to work on and not have to worry about the little group he was in goofing off, because I know he was going to be pushing people. Didn't know a whole lot coming in when he started, and looking forward to see what he can do in the future. Leadership Award, 8th grader Cooper Butts.
Coop!
7th graders, we're looking for you to be the leaders of the future, positive role models for those coming behind you. Better be ready for the challenge. 8th graders, we'll tell you now, from the end of October until December is going to stink, literally and figuratively. You're getting ready to step into the wrestling room of Fred T. Ford High School, the defending 3A state champions. As a matter of fact, some of those guys have a couple of championship rings. And you're going to get beat, and you're going to think about quitting. Don't. You've proven that you're just as tough as the guys up the hill. They rolled in the wrestleteria just like you did. They had a hard time figuring out whether they had to put their head on the inside or the outside. But you know what? You can make it. You just have to be willing to sacrifice what you are today for who you will be tomorrow. Be part of something bigger than yourself. Don't ghost your way through high school. Find something that counts for something. Thank you guys for a great season.